There we go. Now it's working. Good. Well, I hope I didn't miss anything. I don't think we did, but we'll find out at the end, huh?
Okay.
So for the people just tuning in, we're coming back after the break. So this would be part 2 of whale and dolphin healing and clearing, and now working with the dolphin DNA recalibration. So anybody have anything that you want to share real quickly before we go into this, or I'll come back to the gallery for a moment. After you have a healing like that, I know it takes a little bit to come back, but it's my intention is to share both of some of the work we're doing in Module 1 and, of course, some of the work we're doing in Module 2 for you to experience the difference and, you know, the diversity, the vastness of this type of healing. So, okay, somebody said, look at the chat. Let's do that. Okay, some people are saying the audio is good, and some people are saying they're having a challenge. So I have to say, if anybody's hearing me, you know, clearly, I hope so. I have the highest and best internet here, you know, from Zoom Room. Is you can always go out and come in again. Sometimes that will improve the experience. Yeah, okay, and regarding the recording, you're going to get an email from me, so watch for it, probably tomorrow. Depending on my webmaster, it could be on Tuesday, and it's going to have a web link for you. It's going to be a private web page where you can go onto that web page, and the recording will be posted there. And you'll have, I think, 2 weeks to watch it, okay, and play with it and hear it again, and ask questions, you know, that. So, okay, so we're going to start out this second section with dolphins by watching a channel that I did with the dolphins in 2008. It's become a signature piece for me, and it started me on the path to beginning to work with the dolphins as toothed whales and to start to appreciate their unique voices and how they can assist humanity in partnership with the great whales. So we're going to watch that now. It's called Dolphins and DNA.
Dolphins and DNA. The dolphins have shared with me that they are the designated keepers of the human DNA template system. They receive infusions of DNA activation through the Earth's ocean systems from Creator. It is their given task to process this information internally and calibrate the actual DNA that is perfect and right for each person. The dolphins also hold the energy of love and joy for the actual locations on the planet that are experiencing war and chaos. The dolphins work to create frequencies that are infused into these areas on the planet with templates of peace, harmony, and healing. The dolphin matrix supports DNA re-encodements for people and places throughout the energy code systems they use. The dolphin family of light has created a template for the human DNA and uses it to monitor the overall template for the pure holographic possibility equation for humanity and Earth. If you choose to connect with the planetary dolphin family, you can receive these attunements directly from the dolphin group consciousness. The dolphins are the masters of DNA recalibration and are able to shift old energies very quickly with their healing frequencies. Also, they work in a frequency of joy and playfulness that is perfectly suited to the energy of ascension and the new Earth. Beloved humans, please listen to your hearts as the energies accelerate during 2012 and beyond. call upon the dolphin energies as they are the chosen emissaries of light. Their communications will be of valuable assistance in helping you to align with the crystalline grid system, your personal DNA upgrades, and the Dolphin matrix systems that are assisting in creating the center for the new Earth. Also know that the Dolphin matrix of energy is assisting with the cleansing and balancing of the Earth's oceans. Currently, many scientific experts are saying that DNA plays a powerful role in newly discovered communications between dolphins and humans. One ongoing study at the Sirius Institute in Hawaii has revealed that dolphins and whales receive and transmit sound signals capable of affecting the genetic double helix. Using natural biotechnology, dolphins can actually heal humans swimming near them sonogenetically. 14 years of multidisciplinary study at the Sirius Institute has indicated that the expression of DNA, traditionally considered the blueprint of life, can be changed by the sound and electromagnetic fields generated by dolphins. New research shows that our DNA is activated by waves and particles of energized sound and light that literally switch genes on or off. Likewise, genetic inheritance is energetically transmitted bioacoustically and electromagnetically through special water molecules that form the electrogenetic matrix of DNA. These hydroelectric structures are shaped like pyramids, hexagons, and pentagons, and they direct the healing processes. This amazing phenomenon explains how remarkable healings have been reported by people in our boats near the dolphins and by swimmers following dolphin contact. The cetaceans have had complex language for millions of years, and they have the largest brains on the planet. Visitations by dolphins and whales have demonstrated a history of friendship and cooperation.
For the participants of the class, please mute your rooms. We're getting background noise. You need to mute your room. Thank you.
And even partnership with humans. The dolphins and whales have shown us that they are the ancient and wise, super-sentient beings on this planet. They are living examples for we humans, showing us how to live in peace and in harmony with our planet. We encourage you to connect with the dolphins and the whales each and every day, energetically, telepathically, and in the physical oceans whenever you can. The dolphins and whales are the living, ultimate expression of how we humans can begin to live in our hearts within the pod mind, which is demonstrated by living for the good of the many, not the one.
Okay, we're having people that haven't muted your room come forward. So we're going to ask everyone once again to mute your room. I'm going to do it for everyone. Thank you. Okay, so if you can keep your mute muted, there's a red line that goes through the microphone on the bottom left-hand corner. And you can click that if at another time you need to ask a question, or otherwise, if you can keep it muted, it really reduces our background noise for the whole class. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to go into some information now about what the dolphins have shared with me about how they can assist you with healing and raising your vibration. So this is dolphin DNA recalibration. And they work in harmony with the great white whales and with our light body templates. There are 12 of those. If you were to begin this work and work with me individually or with any of the other graduates from our school, we would start you with the whale healing and clearing, which you just did, and we would ask you to do that as often as you feel to muscle test for that. Sometimes people will do it once a week, sometimes once a month, sometimes every 6 months, depends on how much negativity is in your life, because you can use what we've just done very effectively over and over, and it's so powerful with the violet flame. And then we move you into the light body activations, which unfortunately there isn't time for in this class, but I will be showing you the templates. So where we work with the white whales that have come to the planet to assist us in creating the ascension path. But along the way, we muscle test for each client, and we begin to work with the dolphins themselves and the inner workings of our DNA. So that's what we're going to do now. And here's our disclaimer again, that everything that we're doing works in perfect harmony with all belief systems for people who can open their heart and can give permission for the dolphins to approach you and to begin to use what we call their sonogenetic abilities in partnership with the celestial beings. They can help you. Okay, so this is, again, an affirmation that gives permission. I'm going to read it and ask you to read it with your room muted, okay, from home. I call upon the many races of benevolent celestial beings of light and star families for their support and loving presence, including the Pleiadians, the Sirians, the Andromedans, the Alpha Centauri, the Orion, the Arcturians, the Lyrans, the Hathors, and the Arnon. Now, you may not in your physical life be familiar with all of these beings, but they are benevolent. These are all beings that are part of the Galactic Federation. They're all beings that I've met and worked with, and they work in harmony with the whales and the dolphins, of course. So we've just invited in a huge team of beings that carry light, and they want very much to connect with you. Picture of what that might look like when you're ready to meet them. And if you feel that you are ready, I'd recommend that you send them that intention and a day or a time when you're going to be out on the beach somewhere away from crowds of people, or drive out to the desert. And they will never appear if there's people that have fear. They will only appear if you're ready and you're not afraid, because they're here to help us, not scare us. Okay? They are amazing. Of course, this is your real family. Okay, together, I call upon the Ascended Masters in support of Mother Earth and our ascension for their support and loving presence. I recognize Saint Germain, the great humpback whales, and the entourage of the violet flame for healing, transmutation, and transformation. This is not a Photoshop picture. This is a real picture. I believe it's a violet flame angel that's up in Alaska, using, of course, the northern lights to project. It's beautiful. Together, I call upon Lord Sananda and the family of the Cosmic Christ for their support and loving presence. So if you're not familiar with the name Lord Sananda, Sananda is the oversoul, kind of like Seth is for Buddha. Sananda is an Arcturian being and has many different incarnations, many different aspects. One of them was Jesus Christ. Another is Buddha. Another is Mother Mary. They're all Arcturian beings, very high dimensional beings that have come in service to the planet to be great teachers for us. So we're bringing them in now. I call upon the power of Mother God and the Divine Feminine. Same soul, different beings. This would be Kuan Yin, actually, and some of the female deities. I call upon the cosmic, galactic, solar, and earth angels for their support and loving presence. You all work with many realms of beings. You have a huge team. And part of this work today is to get you to familiarize with them and ask to work with them. There's no better beings on the planet than the dolphins and whales to get you in touch with your true family. That's what they did for me, and they can do it for you too. This is Archangel Gabriel, again, the master of communication, both verbal and nonverbal. And this is a cell phone picture taken above our boat out in Dana Point. Nice angel in the sky there showing herself. I call upon my master guide team for their support and loving presence. Each and every one of us has 3 master guides that never leave your side. They're always here for you. Part of my work really over the last 15 years has been teaching people to become telepathic with their own guide team. It makes a huge difference in your life. It doesn't have to take that long. I would say some people can really get in touch in 3 or 4 weeks if they're willing to practice. Some people might take a little bit longer. Some people are already breaking through. They know their guides' names and they're talking to them and they're getting practical as well as esoteric advice. For me, my guides do almost all my research. I let them come back to me with research for classes I want to do, trips I want to take, decisions I want to make. They will never make the decision for you, but they will bring you tremendous resources to make wise decisions. I call upon the elemental kingdom for their support and loving presence. And of course, this is connecting with Mother Earth and the elementals, water beings, air beings, earth beings, fire beings. They all very much want to help you. And they're very real. I call upon the animal and nature kingdoms for their support and loving presence. It's a nice picture of Buddha. She looks powerful there, doesn't she? So, I love this picture. When was the last time we had a third eye to third eye with a horse? Horses were my very first teachers. I grew up in Nebraska, and I'm telling you, they taught me so much. And I ended up traveling to California with my horse as a trick rider, and we were best friends. Of course, our dolphin friends and our whale friends. I call upon my I am presence, that's your soul, and merge now with my soul. I am that I am. Very powerful words. Remembering to triangulate, connecting to the earth, to the portal that is the sun, which is the gateway to source light, and moving into your own heart space. Together, I remove all veils of illusion and step now into my personal power through my I am presence, soul and star families of light. I now ask for my avatar blueprint in this human embodiment. I ask for and welcome a new vibration and level of Christ consciousness in my human body. I ask Creator, the great whales and dolphin emissaries of light, for divine dispensation here and now today. This is one of our beautiful dolphins off the coast of Dana Point, taken from the boat. So ready for a deep dive. It's a beautiful pod family. This is the spinner dolphins from Kona in Hawaii, one of our family groups. Dolphin activations empower you and your DNA. The dolphins are the ultimate epigeneticists on Earth, who are highly evolved whole brain beings. So here's a picture of a human brain and a dolphin brain. Now look at the brainstem. This is where the communication occurs. They're just about 30 million years ahead of us, where their brain, even though it appears to be in 2 halves being polarized, is completely effective and useful, where ours is not. We hardly have any brainstem at all. We're still very polarized. So it's something to look forward to have the sentience that the dolphins have. They offer you transformational experiences with big vibrational boosts, and they can work with you in the physical and in the etheric. They work with your energy fields, recalibrating and harmonizing your overall spiritual alignment. They know, they scan you, and they know everything about you. Again, my quote that I love from John Lilly: communication with the whales and dolphins is the greatest achievement the human race can aspire to. So together, now this is for you, I now give permission and ask for the perfect encodement and DNA download that is perfect for me on this day at this time for my highest and best good. So you're giving them permission to work with your DNA. I ask that I receive this activation and energy in every fiber of my multidimensional self. That's all 12 strands of DNA. That's not linear. They don't work on 1 and then go to 2 and then to 3 and then to 4. However, they do work on 1 for everyone the first time, which is the physical body. After that, it's not linear. It's up to them what they choose to work, and then they will tell us exactly what they're doing and give you messages about it. And homework too, they give us homework. This is done through the vibration of the element of fire. When they shift the DNA, they're actually using the fire element to do it. So the affirmation, everyone, activate now key codes within me so that I may experience my highest potential as my higher light and my I am presence. Nice picture. So the first part of the alignment is going to be watching a video. So we're going to keep our eyes open, no blindfold yet, while you're thinking about specific things in your emotional body that they may be able to help you with. Okay? Okay.
Dolphins and DNA. The dolphins have shared with me that they are the designated keepers of the human DNA template system. They receive infusions of DNA activation through the Earth's ocean systems from Creator. It is their given task to process this information internally and calibrate the actual DNA that is perfect and right for each person. The dolphins also hold the energy of love and joy for the actual locations on the planet that are experiencing war and chaos. The dolphins work to create frequencies that are infused into these areas on the planet with templates of peace, harmony, and healing. The Dolphin Matrix supports DNA re-encodements for people and places throughout the energy code systems they use. The Dolphin family of light has created a template for the human DNA and uses it to monitor the overall template for the pure holographic possibility equation for humanity and Earth. If you choose to connect with the planetary dolphin family, you can receive these attunements directly from the Dolphin group consciousness. The dolphins are the masters of DNA recalibration and are able to shift old energies very quickly with their healing frequencies. Also, they work in a frequency of joy and playfulness that is perfectly suited to the energy of ascension and the new Earth. Beloved humans, please listen to your hearts as the energies accelerate during 2012 and beyond. Call upon the dolphin energies as they are the chosen emissaries of light. Their communications will be of valuable assistance in helping you to align with the crystalline grid system, your personal DNA upgrades, and the Dolphin Matrix systems that are assisting in creating the center for the new Earth. Also know that the Dolphin Matrix of energy is assisting with the cleansing and balancing of the Earth's oceans. Currently, many scientific experts are saying that DNA plays a powerful role in newly discovered communications between dolphins and humans. One ongoing study at the Sirius Institute in Hawaii has revealed that dolphins and whales receive and transmit sound signals capable of affecting the genetic double helix. Using natural biotechnology, dolphins can actually heal humans swimming near them sonogenetically. 14 years of multidisciplinary study at the Sirius Institute has indicated that the expression of DNA, traditionally considered the blueprint of life, can be changed by the sound and electromagnetic fields generated by dolphins. New research shows that our DNA is activated by waves and particles of energized sound and light that literally switch genes on or off. Likewise, genetic inheritance is energetically transmitted bioacoustically and electromagnetically through special water molecules that form the electrogenetic matrix of DNA. These hydroelectric structures are shaped like pyramids, hexagons, and pentagons, and they direct the healing processes. This amazing phenomenon explains how remarkable healings have been reported by people in our boats near the dolphins and by swimmers following dolphin contact. The cetaceans have had complex language for millions of years, and they have the largest brains on the planet. Visitations by dolphins and whales have demonstrated a history of friendship and cooperation, and even partnership with humans. The dolphins and whales have shown us that they are the ancient and wise, supersentient beings on this planet. They are living examples for we humans, showing us how to live in peace and in harmony with our planet. We encourage you to connect with the dolphins and the whales each and every day, energetically, telepathically, and in the physical oceans whenever you can. The dolphins and whales are the living, ultimate expression of how we humans can begin to live in our hearts within the pod mind, which is demonstrated by living for the good of the many, not the one.
Hope you enjoyed that. Okay, we're ready to work with your intentions now and to begin the activation with the dolphins. So this is a picture of my first Expand Your Consciousness retreat 10 years ago on the Big Island of Hawaii. The mission was to bring up an egg that had been buried in the volcano Kilauea from the time of Lemuria. And the dolphins helped us do it, and Pleiadians came in their ships, and we stood in a circle around the caldera. The kahuna led the ceremony. It was amazing. And this is what one of the women saw that was there, that's an artist. Her name is Jan Salerno. So I've always thanked her for that. But the dolphins were very much a part of helping shift our DNA, and I didn't know that at the time. So another kawinky dink, right? Another proof that I've had of what is actually going on that other people were actually able to observe during that time. So that's been 10 years ago, and look at the shifts and changes we've made since. So this is rendition of 3 spirit dolphins that can be with you if you ask them to be, and they will help you. If you're studying Merkaba or light body, will help you actually bring your light body into the grid. Each of us has a triangle that's part of the crystalline grid. It's part of the compassion grid that's been complete now for a number of years. And this picture is by John Luc Bazali, the artist I told you about in Hawaii. And he actually created this picture the same weekend that I was studying with Dranvalo Melchizedek, and I was studying how to anchor the Merkaba permanently in your life so you don't always have to do the mudra meditation. And he really saw it, you know. Since that time, I've taught that particular workshop in my home many times, and every time each person describes 3 dolphins that help them. So open to that, open to your 3 spirit dolphins, and let them help you. Okay, so today we're going to be working on layer 1. And I would like everyone now to say, activate now, layer 1, as the tree of life within you. And just take a look at this picture for a few moments. It was created by Alan Cohen, and he's part of the Cryon team, which we are part of also. And the message is also written in the Hebrew letters, the fire letters, which are quite distinctive in doing energy work. People say that the written Hebrew language is a healing language. Okay, so I have a message here. As we activate layer 1 of our DNA in combination with the dolphin frequencies, we allow the energy to move through our body as we have given permission to change our DNA. You're asked to breathe deeply with your spine straight, allowing yourself now to attune to the frequencies of going within, knowing that the destiny codes you are seeking are in your DNA. You may experience a spiraling energy or a warm energy running up and down your spine, and knowing that the work you're going to do today can continue to be further activated in similar processes that you may choose to do. All is designed to restore you to your divine patterns of perfection that were fired in divine light, orchestrated by your soul, and put in place before you were ever born in this life. So today, the dolphins applaud you for asking for a greater peace as you have chosen to align with your own innate divinity. You now stand in a higher vibration with greater authority than ever before, as you have taken one step closer to becoming your authentic self. May you continue to access higher consciousness from the cetacean beings who are the dolphins and whales, who freely share it when asked. May you continue to access your highest destiny as you allow yourself to blossom into the glorious being that you truly are. The dolphins remind you that you are an eternal, immortal spiritual being that are having a human experience. It is your perfect right to ask for assistance. You have a divine destiny and you are so loved. So within the flower of life now, we ask that the dolphins come now, and they're going to stand in a circle around you. Now, remember, they're multidimensional. They can be in many places at the same time. So we're calling for the 12 ascended master dolphins now to come. You may have a personal experience with one of them, but for now, we're going to invite in all 12 for each and every one of you. So see them forming a circle now. Welcome, Simon, Hatha, Sigla, Exeter, Freya, Jael, Persuela, Zaregla, Mercola, Exiva, Calvalia, and Elamir. So it's appropriate now for you to hold, if you have Indar crystals, to hold one in each hand, and if possible, to put one between your ankles. In a perfect world, you would have your feet in salt water, some kind of Tibetan salt, Hawaiian salt, sea salt. If that's easy for you to do quickly, just get some warm water and put it in a foot tub. If it's a problem, it would take a long time to do that. Just trust, and you can repeat this at another time with the water. If you don't have any crystals at all, tune in now to my Indar crystals, because I'm going to place them etherically on each of your hands, and I'm going to take a grounding crystal and put it between your ankles. And I think we're ready. You would want to put your blindfold on now and surrender to the 12 ascended dolphins that are around you, as well as your 3 spirit dolphins. Okay. So this meditation now, as they begin to work on you, I think it's about 20 minutes. So I'm going to see you, talk to you then. In the meantime, we surrender to the dolphins. Sorry about that. I have to close that. One more time. Enjoy as you connect with them now.
Have you ever asked yourself why humanity has such an affinity for the dolphins and the whales? They open the hearts of everyone who connects with them. When you look at a picture of a dolphin, do you find yourself smiling? Did you know that over 80 countries all over the world have created laws to protect the cetaceans? Even countries that have no physical oceans on their borders have joined the global population, offering protection to our friends in the sea. The collective consciousness of humanity wants to protect the whales and dolphins and keep them safe. The truth is, the human cellular structure and your DNA knows that the whales and dolphins represent a significant and a special part of the Earth. The whales and dolphins are living portions of the Earth's grid systems. They are actual living embodiments of the library containing the history of Earth's evolution. The actual Akashic record systems are stored within the water molecules of the ocean, actually. The dolphins and the whales can easily access your personal soul's information, or Akashic records, as they are the living molecular librarians for Earth. Thousands of people have reported that they have had life-changing experiences after a whale and a dolphin boat trip, or a swim with dolphins. The reason we are so changed by their energy is that our cellular information is aligned and upgraded in their presence. Our actual DNA is recalibrated, and we have a consciousness shift in their presence. Human DNA is also a part of the grid system for Gaia. The evolution of the human species is reflected in your DNA. The whales and dolphins access this information as stewards for Gaia and for Earth. They sing to coordinate with the crystalline grid system, and they can actually change your vibration and essence when you connect. So there is an intuitive part of every human that knows the importance of the cetaceans on our planet. That part of you knows that the whales cannot be eliminated without changing the life force balance of the Earth, and therefore you. The dolphins have shared with me that they are the designated keepers of the human DNA template system. They receive infusions of DNA activations through the Earth's ocean systems from Creator. It is their given task to process this information internally and calibrate the actual DNA that is perfect and right for each person. They also hold the energy of love and joy for actual locations on the planet that are experiencing war and chaos. They work to create frequencies that are infused into these areas on the planet with templates of peace, harmony, and healing. The Dolphin Matrix supports DNA reencodements for people and places throughout the energy code systems they use. The Dolphin family of light has created a template for the human DNA and uses it to monitor the overall template for the pure holographic possibility equation for humanity and for Earth. Open now to connect directly with the planetary dolphin family. As you give your permission, you can receive these attunements directly from the Dolphin Group Consciousness right here, right now. The dolphins are the masters of DNA recalibration and are able to shift old energies very quickly with their healing frequencies. They work in a frequency of joy and playfulness that is perfectly suited for the energy of ascension and the new earth. Beloved humans, please listen to your hearts as the energies continue to accelerate. Call upon the dolphin energies as they are the chosen emissaries of light. Their communications will be of valuable assistance in helping you to align with the crystalline grid system, your personal DNA upgrades, and the dolphin matrix systems that are assisting in creating the center for the new earth. Also know that the dolphin matrix of energy is assisting with the cleansing and the balancing of Earth's ocean systems. Currently, many scientific experts are saying that DNA plays a powerful role in newly discovered communications between dolphins and humans. One ongoing study at the Sirius Institute in Hawaii has revealed that dolphins and whales receive and transmit sound signals capable of affecting the genetic double helix. Using natural biotechnology, dolphins can heal humans sonogenetically. During our past 17 years of multidisciplinary study, it has now been proven that the expression of DNA, traditionally considered the blueprint of life, can be changed by the sound and electromagnetic fields generated by dolphins. New research shows that our DNA is activated by waves and particles of energized sound and light that literally switch genes on or off. Likewise, genetic inheritance is energetically transmitted bioacoustically and electromagnetically through special water molecules that form the electrogenetic matrix of your DNA. These hydroelectric structures are shaped like pyramids, hexagons, and pentagons, and they direct the healing processes. This amazing phenomenon explains how remarkable healings have been reported by people all over the world, in boats near dolphins, by swimmers, and even by people who sit as you are now and summon the consciousness of the ascended etheric dolphins. The cetaceans have had complex language for millions of years, and they have the largest brains on the planet. Visitations by dolphins and whales have demonstrated a history of friendship and cooperation and even partnership with humans. The dolphins and whales have shown us that they are the ancient and wise, super-sentient beings on this planet. They are living examples for we humans, showing us how to live in peace and harmony with our planet. We encourage you to connect with the dolphins and the whales each and every day, energetically, telepathically, and in the physical oceans whenever you can. They are the living, ultimate expression of how we humans can begin to live in our hearts again, within the pod mind. The pod mind is demonstrated by living for the good of the many, not the one. So today, as you tap into this amazing phenomenon and the supersentience of the dolphins, we suggest that you open your heart to a personal alignment. Find that inner intuitive part of you that knows these truths as you make a personal connection to the dolphin consciousness right now. You are connected to them, and they to you, as we are all connected to Gaia herself. Our energies and even our quantum DNA is all intertwined from the moment of creation and the emergence into physical form. So welcome everyone to the Dolphin community. The Dolphin community offers you this energy that is like a radio receiver for sounds. The dolphins and whales are accessing your DNA now through your intention. Cryon has shared that there will come a day when the humans will sing and intuitively project the correct sounds to the cetaceans of the earth. The dolphins and whales will see it as structured language that they have been expecting. They will respond back to us with great alignments, and healing and breakthroughs will occur for the humans connecting to the dolphins. This information is intuitive, and we are approaching the time when the quantum energy will come forward through our quantum intellect. We have already discovered that there are only 2 types of DNA on the planet that is structured for quantum intellect, and those beings are the human and the cetacean. We bring you a message now from your Ascended Dolphin Council, sealing in the healing for you with this new and higher vibration. We align with the calibration of your DNA. The dolphins and whales have shared that there are 12 layers to the human DNA template. Cryon has confirmed this and named the layers of the DNA. Right now here, we begin to focus on layer 1 of your DNA. It is known as the biological layer. So if you would silently affirm now with the dolphins, activate now layer 1 as the tree of life within me. Breathe deeply as you are now experiencing the dolphin frequency, allowing them to move energy through your body and upgrade your DNA. Breathing deeply, moving deeper into your heart, allowing yourself now to attune to the frequencies of going within, knowing that the destiny codes that you are seeking are in your DNA and can always be further activated on each journey or process of this type. All is designed to restore you to your divine patterns of perfection, fired in divine light and orchestrated by your soul and put into place before you were even born. Today, we applaud you for asking for greater peace as you have chosen to align your innate divinity. You now stand in a higher vibration with greater authority than ever before as you have taken one step closer to becoming your authentic self. May you continue to access higher consciousness from the cetacean beings who freely share it when asked. May you continue to access your highest destiny as you allow yourself to fully blossom into the glorious being that you truly are. The dolphins remind you that you are an eternal, immortal, spiritual being having a human experience. You have a divine destiny, and you are so dearly loved. Feel the tree of life within you now, as it is a symbol of your immortality. It represents the healing of your soul, as we are all interconnected. We are all aspects of the one Source. Source lives in all aspects of life within the symbol of the tree of life. It encompasses all realms of existence and binds them together. It is eternal in nature, having no beginning and no end. Affirm silently, I am an immortal, eternal being of light. The tree of life exists within me. The tree of life is a symbol of my soul and how I am interconnected to all life everywhere. We bring you now a final message from your Ascended Dolphin Council, sealing in your healing with this new and higher vibration. The destiny codes of your DNA can be further activated on each journey, such as what you have just experienced. All is designed to restore you to divine patterns of perfection. remember, fired in the etheric, orchestrated by your soul. We applaud you for asking for greater peace, as you have chosen to attain an alignment with your own innate divinity. You now stand in and hold a higher vibration with great authority. You are becoming your authentic self. May you continue to access higher consciousness from the dolphin beings who freely share it when asked. May you continue to access your highest destiny as you allow yourself to fully blossom into this glorious being that you are. You are an eternal, immortal spiritual being with a very important divine destiny. We are the dolphins, and we love you so. Thank you, beloved ones. I am Lori Rian, voice for the group consciousness of the great dolphins and whales.
Thank you, everyone, for participating in this beautiful meditation. Start coming back now and wiggling your fingers and toes and asking for integration over the coming 8 to 10 days, really. Working with the whales and the dolphins in one day is a lot. It's a huge amount of energy, actually, that your body is now encountering. So be very gentle with yourself, be very loving, avoiding any kind of chaos or arguments or dissension. Play beautiful music for yourself, nurture yourself, and ask that these gifts that you want to come in are completely supported through, your personal life at this time and the vibration you're offering back. All right, and I know it will be so. I'm going to share a little bit now on some different things that we're doing, and I'm just going to bring your attention now, if you're ready, to our, let's see here if I can do this. To our website, which I know some of you've seen. The Whale and Dolphin Energy Medicine Light School is now, registering for our 3rd year. However, they have not been chronological in the way that we've organized them. The whales were pretty clear with me 2 weeks ago that we're going to change the enrollment date. I know some of you are already registered or have made a down payment, and so we'll be talking on the phone to you about your desires regarding that. I'm pretty certain now it's going to be mid-September. And again, this is coming from the whales, not from me. It's important that the people that register in the class, well, first of all, that there is enough of you to effectively work together in the coming months in implementing and training and using the templates that are given. It is not nearly as effective if we work on the same people over and over. It's much more important that we spread it around, so to speak, and we have these different experiences. So we will be changing the date, and anybody that's already registered, will certainly be talking to you, make certain that that's all right with you. I asked again this morning about specific dates. I just work here, it's up to them. And I'm hearing mid-September, so I'll be fine-tuning that and getting back to all of you. But you can find out a lot about the school and what we're doing if you're interested in either doing it for your own personal use by clicking that link, or if you're interested in going the full gamut and completing the internship and becoming a certified practitioner. I won't lie to you, it's a lot of work, but it's worth it if that's on the horizon for you. Okay, and again, opening you to the fact that there'll be some changes in the dates. And then I'm going to bring your attention to Bimini. We watched some of the dolphins from Bimini. Let's see here. Where am I? There we are. It's going to actually start June 1st now. Be sending out a schedule of that. It's an amazing event to swim with the Atlantic spotted dolphins. They're often called the friendliest dolphins in the world. So amazing. It's a bucket list trip. We have our own chef. We have our own hotel. It's a Seacrest hotel. There's Bimini. It's only 3 blocks wide. Home to these beautiful dolphins, though. Captain Al and our own chef, our own meeting room, and I'll be teaching a lot of what you've just experienced, but in more detail. for your own personal growth. And of course, we'll be channeling the dolphins, those that want to, and sharing, in our deep meditations. So that's something. And I'm offering everybody that's in class today a $200 discount on that retreat, because we do need some more people, and I want to give the better pricing to people that are interested in doing the work like you did today. So you can click here to make a reservation, and you can see that it is $2,600 with the early bird price, and that was over on March 1st, but I'm going to extend that to all of you guys, actually probably for the month of March. So if you know you'd like to come and you need a payment plan, just let me know. I'll work it out with you. Okay. Let's see here. The other thing I want to share is if you want to swim with the whales, Moorea is one of the places you can swim. And this will be my second trip. I went last year in September to swim with them. And this is the heart-shaped island. It's absolutely incredible. There's actually no words for it, really. It was so incredibly beautiful. And I can only take 11 people. So it's kind of an intimate group, but we do swim with the whales every day. And we're in this beautiful beach bungalows with white sand. And again, we fly into Tahiti and then we take the ferry to Moorea. And there's a lot of details here on the site. I'm not going to take time for everybody. But you can hold your space with $600 if you'd like to go. Just let me know. Okay, and then on a more practical basis, I have a class that's a good follow-up for the work we did today with more DNA work. It's very intricate, it's very detailed, and we'll be probably working with 2 or 3 different layers on this day. And this class is, I think it's $33, and it is on March 28th, so that's coming up. If you like what we did today and you want more, that would be a good class for you. I'm going to hold a meditation and a boat trip with the gray whales. They're migrating right past my house right now. For anybody that's in the Southern California area or wants to come on down, it's Sunday, March 22nd. And I also have a retreat room in my house that I rent from time to time to people. It's a queen-size bed, and you'd be here in the house with Puda and Sam and me, and we could go together if that's something that you want to do. I open that up for when I do events like this. So let me know. That's coming up on, let's see, March 22nd, yeah, from Dana Point. And then next weekend, I'm going to be teaching from the Flower of Life, the Activating Your Merkaba and Light Body Workshop. This is more intermediate metaphysics. Some people would call it advanced. You don't want to do this until you absolutely feel ready, but when you do it, it will change your life. And it's definitely on the same path that we're doing with the white whales, with the templates. So I highly recommend you meditate on it and think about it. It's a 3-hour, very detailed class, but when it's over, you'll have the tools to continue to work with your Merkaba from that point on. Okay, and then I was going to show you the school. Up here, there's a healing page, and if you just like doing this work and you want to work with me personally, you would click the healing page, and it goes into quite a bit of detail about what's coming up. You've already done a whale healing and clearing, so you probably wouldn't need another one. We would muscle test, of course. Master Puda would be working with you as well, just like that in our session work. You probably would be moving right into light body activations, and there are 12 of them. So there's some of the information to consider. There are the 12 templates here. This is a little bit hard to see. There we go. And in a perfect world, you would do one about every 2 to 3 weeks. And again, we would muscle test and see if you're ready. Messages would come forth and they would start to work with you more personally. This is just if you're interested in doing the work for yourself. And these are the layers of DNA that we work with. Again, they're not done in a linear way. And often we'll do, by the 3rd or 4th session, if we're working together on a continuing basis, the dolphins will ask for 30 minutes to work with your DNA prior to doing a light body activation. So that'll all happen in a 90-minute session once we get started. And I sell this in packages. So it's not like, you say, okay, I'm going to do this template and this DNA and that. We leave it up to the dolphins and whales to decide what you're going to do. And I just sell hours, like 4 hours, 8 hours, and 12 hours. And then we just keep it like a punch card. As you use the hours, you have the option to buy more at any given point. And again, I'm available if you're interested to talk about that at another time in more detail. But there's a lot there on the site. And then here's the school. And again, I already told you we're going to be shifting the enrollment date, but The materials will stay similar. There'll be new things, of course. I'm always getting new channeling. But I recommend you take a few minutes and explore this if you're interested. There's a lot of clicks. There's a lot of YouTubes to watch, a lot of channeling to get you into the vibration of what we're actually doing. All of the classes, this is important, are held on Zoom. They're all recorded. And so they're posted on a private webpage that only the students have to the Energy Medicine School. And so we've had people participate in almost every country. And you don't have to be physically present because you're going to hear every single word that's presented. And you'll get your homework just like everybody else. So you have usually 2 to 3 weeks in between classes to work on each other and to accomplish what's been given that day. It is 30 hours of training with Module 1, and then of course Module 2 is the same. And there's the pricing. It includes your manual, and it includes all of the different support, except for if you decide to buy CD or download products, there's a maximum cost of about $40 or $50 to buy the recorded CDs. Like you listen to one today, for example. You're not required to buy that, but it'll be very helpful if you do to work with your assignments. So there's an overview of the school, and it's a lot of information. And again, it is a big commitment, but it's so worth it if this is, your heart is guiding you towards this. Also, I've encouraged people that are not sure yet about making the decision to commit to let me know, and I'll let you talk to some of the people that just completed their school year, because they would be good testimonials for you to help you make a decision if it's the right path for you, where I'm just the teacher. I don't have the same perspective they do. But I'm very, very proud of this last year's class and what they've accomplished. It's just amazing, and it's so great for me to have help. The Dolphins and Whales have said that this work is going to go around the world. Well, it already has, but I mean in a big way. It's going to be in the medical buildings, and going to be, like chiropractors and dentists, and you guys are going to have lots of, the people that choose this path are going to have plenty of work, believe me, to make a really good living if you want, as well as be in service to the greater good. So that is my commercial. There's more on our website if you like, but I think that's good for today. I'm going to open it up to the gallery, and so I can open up my heart and thank all of you. I think, again, we have about 60 people today. I'm really, really glad that it flowed in the way that it did. And here's my sweetheart, my wisdom teacher. Yeah, thank you for being here. That's your cat, Pluto. Any comments or questions before we close the sacred space? Jean.
Hey, Lori. Great session today.
Thank you so much.
I have a question about the quantum DNA.
Uh-huh.
Is the quantum DNA the other 10 that
Yes.
we have? Okay.
It is. They are considered because our science is yet to discover them. The instrumentation that we have are still very 3D.
Okay.
I mean, God bless science. They're doing the best they can, but they'll never catch up to metaphysics.
Yeah.
The truth,
So
will, it'll come to you through your heart first, long before it comes through a telescope.
So the dolphins work with the 2 DNA, and then the humpback whales work with the other 10 DNA?
No.
Or okay.
The humpback whales with all 12, but the dolphins fine tune. They calibrate. See, they're us in the future. It's kind of hard to explain. There's a lot to share. They have the same chakra system we do. They're like us 30 million years in the future. They've come back to help us. And they tell us one day we'll do that for other civilizations that are new. They have the ability with their sound, most of it's unheard in our ears, to literally adjust the DNA. It's like a laser. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Anyone else?
I do.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi, Beth.
Hi. I just want, great session. I did want to say that I had a dream a few days ago, since you said that after the whale healing that we will work with it in our dreams.
Yes.
Well, I had a dream a few days ago, and I was watching and I couldn't remember who the person was, but this was like a huge whale and fish, just this huge being came out of the water straight up, and the person went straight in the mouth without struggle or effort, and the whale just take it up, but there was not like chewing or anything, it was just absorbed it and then went back down in the water. And as it was going down, it was looking at me with these amazing eyes. And I was really struck with the image, and it felt like it was taking like limitations and, you know, stuff from me and giving, you know, and it represented like, you know, peace. But I realized it was kind of what we did today in the whale healing. So it's kind of like, I think the class was having an effect ahead of time.
I think you're being called. That's what I think.
Oh, okay.
Whales are reaching out to call many of you, you know. Remember, you made agreements long before you were born, some of you, to do this work, and the planet wasn't ready for it. Now it is. I've always been a bit of a futuristic being. You know, I'm not concerned so much with the past. I know there are people to do that, take care of the archives and all that. I've always been in the future, and I'm really grateful for it to make sense now, you know. It's hard to explain why we have these callings, but we should pay attention, you know, to the dreams and to what, you know, your heart is telling you. It's like we talked about 80 countries all over the world making laws to protect dolphins and whales. They don't need our protection. They need us to connect. You know, dolphin and whale, if you know, you're in a boat next to them, they can be gone in a heartbeat. And you're probably asking about like the dolphins in the cove and all of that. I get hundreds of emails about those dolphins, and you know, I tell them, leave, you know, swim away. And they're like, no, we're here to help these fishermen, and we can't, you know, help them until they get in their hearts. You know, when people aren't home, there's no soul in there. The soul's hovering around out here trying to get in. Those people are operating. These are the people that would kill dolphins there. And we can't hate them. The only way we're ever going to change them is if we love them. And they finally wake up and see that they're an eternal, immortal being. And why would you ever want to kill anyone? You know, love is the answer. That's a hard lesson, you know, like the blue whales when I first met them. And I said, aren't you angry with all the people that harpooned you almost into non-existence? And they said, no, we agreed to do this. We agreed to just keep coming back. No, it doesn't hurt us. Our consciousness leaves our body before the body dies. We're not in any pain. And we just keep coming back until our mission is complete, which is to help you guys remember how to love, you know. So advanced, you know, so much higher than us, but just holding that space of love. And love is the answer, you know. You don't ever get anywhere fighting with anyone. You probably know that by now. No one wins, no one loses. It's just wasted time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This has been an amazing class. Thank you so much, Laurie.
You're so welcome.
I love it.
Great honor to be a voice for them in any way that I can. And we do have a YouTube channel. It's Laurie Rion. I'm trying to be more diligent in recording and making YouTubes with the many messages I get. I have a good one out right now from Maria. You guys take time and watch it. It's a good one, where they tell us to stop thinking of ourselves as physical, you know, start being more multidimensional. It's good advice.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to join you on one or another of those trips for sure.
Great. Okay. And the Bimini thing's real. So email me or call me. It's a $200 discount. I really would love to have people like you on that trip.
Thank you.
And
I'd love to be
I'm
there.
marketing to the world, but I'd love to have this type of consciousness because I can go deeper and do more. It makes my life special. So think about it.
Okay.
It's well worth it. And, you know, we go to Fort Lauderdale and then we take the ferry or we fly. I got to look at the thing. There's a couple of different ways to get over there. It's only 50 miles off the coast of Florida, and unbelievable dolphins. And
I would love to do that.
changes your life, you know, really does.
It would. I know.
Yeah,
and I'm working on learning to communicate with animals, so that'll be my gift to myself.
it's nice to immerse yourself in for at least a week, you know, in these deep dives that we do with them. So, but also know, don't beat yourself up if you can't go, because they'll come to you. Theoretically, they will.
Oh, they do. Yeah, I used to live in Southern California, and they would come and swim up the beach at 11 o'clock and back down the beach at 2 o'clock. Every day that we were down there, I would go out and swim to them, and they'd swim around me, and
yeah. I
it
just
was
came
amazing.
to Hawaii. I'm really addicted, you know.
I
There
can
isn't
see
anything
why.
I'd rather do, really. I mean, you think about all the things in the world to do. I think that's one of my, probably the favorite thing right now is
That would have to be
water
mine
with
too.
Dolphins. Swimming all around.
It's unbelievable. I had a mother swim on one side of me and the baby swim on the other side of me. And I was like, okay, I did that. You did that, not me. Just be cool. But they were fine. It was amazing.
They're always fine. They're telling us to be always fine. You know.
Well, I work with a lot of wild animals, so I knew that could be not a good thing. But dolphins are always fine. You're right.
They always know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Well, I love you all, and I'm so grateful that you're here with us. And don't be a stranger. You can always email or call with questions. Yeah,
Hi, Lori. It's Debbie.
Debbie?
I wanted to ask one thing about the Akashic records. Wondering what are we just going to notice things as we go along? Is that how that will work,
Are
or
you talking about the school?
no? What work we did today?
Well, the Akashic records are very much a part of the revealing of that which has been hidden from you. You know, we
Mhm.
talked about reclaiming mastery from other lifetimes. And for
Okay,
each
so
person,
that's what.
be different, you know. But it's about trusting it. And also, if you're
Right.
having a memory of something, I think you should trust it. Often you'll have a memory in your dream state and they'll wake you up to try to imprint that into you so that you remember yourself in another life.
Okay.
Or you
Okay.
remember,
I
I
see.
mean, often we meet the same people lifetime after lifetime. We're just in new costumes, right?
Mhm.
So
Right.
much of the Akash is going back and saying, "Oh, I remember you when you were there," you know, and they're full revelation of who we are is on, it's on the forefront now. We can see it, you know, it's there. It's not like we're going to be in amnesia. The dolphins and whales have told us, and so has spirit, that what you remember now you will never forget now. Like even if you died and
Wonderful.
were reincarnated next week, came back, you would be born with the memories that you have now, and probably more.
Nice.
You're not going to forget anymore. Okay, so technically the karmic wheel is closed. It's over. It's finished. So stop making karma. Okay, like come to the cast party, take off your costume, and say, "Here I am. I'm a star being." You know?
That's it. What about the star being things too? Will that be covered in some of your classes, or is that
we do
um,
contact
things?
the star beings. There's a whole template about your star lineage, basically your ancestry. That's in
Okay.
the light body activations, and you could do that template with me, or you could learn it in school and do it on yourself and others. I think it's important. It's some of the finest work that I've done with Seth, with the higher being of Buddha. She's an expert in all that, and she loves it, like tracing your galactic lineage, which would technically be an Akashic reading, but it also could be healing.
Oh, what did you? That's one of the beings that you work with. Is that
Buddha,
what you
yes,
said?
yes. Buddha. Without Buddha, I would never have
Oh,
created
Puda.
this school.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
sorry.
see.
She is a catalyst for me to move my butt forward.
Yeah,
Always. Yeah.
good.
Did you say
Thank
hi
you.
again? Yeah.
Yes.
So, looks like a cat. Sometimes acts like a cat. Mostly not.
Oh,
Mostly she has
thank you. It was
a very
wonderful.
outward public life. Yeah. She just came. She just took her 10th trip to Hawaii, so came back.
Nice.
Fun. Yeah. All right, you guys. Love you. Thanks for hanging out longer, and know that you are loved and supported beyond imagination. Have a closing message from the whales. Beloved ones, an extraordinary future awaits you. We, the whales, are the great cosmic beings who hold the ancient records of humanity's enlightened past. We come to you in this way today to help recode your divine life blueprint and manifest your divine intentions. As each human awakens and reclaims their divine heritage, the world moves one step closer to a new birth and the ascension. The whales have been working quietly behind the scenes to implement a grand change for the earth. Beloved one, know that you are now called to rise up and to join the awakened ones during this most important time on earth. Stand beside us. We recognize you, and we declare you a steward for Mother Earth also. Know that you are loved and supported beyond your imagination. Call upon us often, and we will be there. You are loved, and we are the whales. So we close the sacred space now that we created when we started with reverence and honor, humility, and just great joy for each and every one of you. So thank you for being in my world, and I'm just so happy we could gather today. Our sacred space is closed. Namaste. Kiss. Bye-bye for now.